What's good, I-9ine5ive gang, man? It's your boy Ace, back with another reaction. Today we got Skip and Shannon Undisputed. They're talking about Skip Cowboys, man. Y'all know how that boy Skip feel about them Cowboys. Y'all know how I know Uncle Shay finna get on Skip. I already know. Now, I let the Cowboys breathe yesterday because my Giants lost on Saturday. So I ain't really had no room to talk because, that's kind of our rival. But I got time today. Man. How y'all, we got dragged, but how y'all lost, y'all was supposed to win. I'm about to get on y'all. Let's see what Shannon and Skip got to say about this, man. If y'all like this video, make sure y'all leave a like, comment, share the video, subscribe. Let's hop into it, man. Let's see what Shannon and Skip talking about. I'm gonna sprinkle my thoughts a little through there too. Don't worry about it. I'm finna get on y'all. Let's get it.
I could start with that last play, but I won't. That was some bull job. I don't know who thought of that, but they didn't get rid of that play, Skip.
I don't know.
I think the biggest reason they lost is the inconsistency of Dak Prescott, and therefore the inconsistency of the offense. We know this. We have empirical data, Skip. When the Cowboys run the football more than they throw it, the chances of them winning greatly increases. But they threw the ball 15 more times than which they ran it yesterday. And that is a recipe for success. That is a recipe for you getting bounced. And I told you, Skip, we have a 7-year body of work, a body that's a large sample size of what Dak Prescott is. He is inconsistent.
Very. Now, Dak Prescott, I like him. He seems like a good guy. But 2,800 yards, 23 touchdowns, and 15 picks ain't gonna cut it. It's not gonna cut it. He had all that in the regular season. Or this season. It's not gonna cut it, man. Them not big boy numbers, man. Them not Pat numbers. Them not Josh Allen numbers. Them not Joe Burrow numbers. It's not gonna cut it, bro. And then for you to be in your 7th season and you still can't get it together, it's not gonna cut it, man. The way y'all went out last night, that ain't it, man.
Everybody wants to
That's putting it mildly.
I'm putting it mild. I'm not gonna be harsh yet. Okay. We saw 7.
Dak play like a game manager, man. This is America's team now. You can't be out there playing like a game manager. You gotta bust the game open, bro.
Straight games, the man threw a pick. 3 of those games, he threw a pick 6. So we're gonna disregard that 2-month stretch and says, well, against the Tampa Bay, that's who he is. So we disregard 2 months to focus on one game in which he played exceptional against a very bad football team. And then when he comes out and stinks it up again against the 49ers, they say, well, what happened, Dak? The same thing that's been happening for 7 years. How much do you need to see before you realize that Dak Prescott is inconsistency? Skip,
Dak not the answer, bro. He's not the answer.
I think the thing is that they want the Cowboys to win so bad, but it's hard to overcome inconsistent play. And then once Tony Pollard went down, I know y'all didn't have no explosive plays coming out of the run game. And now you can just focus on CD. Skip, I told you, y'all was going to miss Amari. Remember, how many passes did Michael Gallup catch yesterday?
0.
How many passes did Michael...
Man. Cool. Could have came in clutch yesterday, man. Because they don't have no other, Cowboys, they just got CD. It's one-dimensional, man. Zeke been inconsistent over the last few years. I think his best days are behind him. Tony Pollard went down yesterday. It's just, man, it's time to restructure, man. Basically what I'm getting at. Over the last, I'd say, okay, Zeke had his rookie year. Then I think the next year he was kind of banged up. But since then, all his production has been going down. I think he had one season over 1,000 yards, 1 year, and it was barely over 1,000. I don't have the stats exactly right here. I'm just going off memory. And yeah, man, I just think him being wildly inconsistent hurt. Out of shape has hurt him a lot. So yeah, there's that. But Coop would have came in clutch yesterday. Just a deep threat. Yeah.
You should have had 1, but I'll get to that. Go ahead.
Yeah, your boy threw that way behind him. He was open. Noah Brown had 2, and then T.Y. Hilton had 1. I told you, I said, you're going to miss Amari. No, we're not going to miss Amari. I feel good going forward. Going forward, where you going home?
Okay, but you got to give me this. CD was pretty good yesterday.
But you needed somebody.
He played pretty big.
He played unbelievable.
Yes.
But you needed somebody to offset him because Dak started focusing in on him, and then that's why I got that pick. Ward jumped him, know that, you know what, he going to come back to CD. He jumps it, pops it up, and now you took points off the board, Skip. The touchdown, the first interception, you gave him a short field, they kick a field goal. Yeah. The second interception, you took points off the board. I'm assuming that Marv was going to make that kick. You took points off your board. They get a long drive. They get points at the end. So now you cost yourself. At bare minimum, that's a 6-point swing.
Yeah.
All right, check this out. This is how I see it. If Brock Purdy, which I'm pretty sure they're going to get to him soon, can manage a game better than Dak Prescott, that's how you know you in trouble. And I'm not knocking Brock Purdy. I'm just, and he was a backup to Garoppolo. He coming in with pretty much no experience. He got to manage this playoff game now. He out managed Dak. That's how you know it's a problem. He didn't even throw no touchdowns. His stats not even gonna pop off the page to you. His quarterback rating probably was like, off his numbers yesterday, he didn't throw a touchdown. He didn't throw an interception. But he did throw about 200 and some yards. It probably was like 80 something, his passer rating. So it's like, come on, man. Cowboys gotta do better than that. I know we got blew out on Saturday. We ain't talking about that. We played against the Eagles. Come on, we're supposed to get blew out. We ain't even supposed to be there. But anyway, I digress.
That's why you lost the game, Skip. Dak needed to play mistake-free football. Jerry Jones got on his radio show. It was quoted, turnovers is not Dak's DNA. Well, guess what? I called, who's that? I-9ine5ive. Mm-hmm. And Dak, you are the father of those turnovers. Really? Yeah, you are the father of those 2 interceptions.
Chill.
But guess what? I called, who's that? I-9ine5ive. Mm-hmm. And Dak, you are the father of those turnovers. Really? Yeah, you are the father of those 2 interceptions.
Shannon, wow.
And those 7 straight games with at least 1 interception. In 3 of those games,
and
you had
those 15 interceptions that led the league this year. In only 12 games. Go ahead.
And he's led the league in fumbles lost, and he's come in second in fumbles lost. Yeah. So turnovers isn't his DNA, contrary to what people want to believe.
Come on now, preach.
That's what happened, Skip. And if you look at Dak Prescott, he was 12th in QBR, tied for 17th in big-time throws. He was 21st in Pro Football Focus offensive grades, and 11th in next-gen stats completion over the expectations. Mm-hmm. So basically, Skip, he's a middle-of-the-pack quarterback. I don't care if you're paying $40 million. I
don't even think he middle of the road. I think he like back end of the middle though. If anything.
Cowboys. He is what he is. And he is a very average quarterback, and you have lofty expectations. And with expectation, and because you had such, and a lot of people had such high expectations, that's why it hurts so much. Nobody is upset that the Raiders and nobody's carrying on like this one bad. But you had such high expectations. This is a Super Bowl team, but you're inconsistent. So it's my time to gloat. I don't want to gloat too bad because I know it's tough on you. It's rough on you because you put a lot in this one. This one felt different. I mean, your attitude, the way you was coming.
Skip thought he had one. Skip thought he had one. I thought Skip had one. I ain't gonna lie. I thought the Cowboys was gonna seal the deal against them boys. I don't know why, but I thought they were. But we are who they thought we were. Or however he said it.
After week, this one felt different, Skip. It's not like the ones past the rookie year and a couple of years later and even last year. This one felt different to you.
Man. Hey, if y'all like this, man, if y'all want me to keep going, y'all let me know. And I'm going to keep it going. But look, let's hop back into it, man. Make sure y'all leave a like, comment, share the video, and subscribe. Let's get it.
95% of Uber Eats orders are on.
Oh, my God.
Tail.
Unfortunately, it is now my turn. This was different to me. I didn't see this one coming, and it ripped my Cowboy-loving heart out, and it crushed my Cowboy-loving soul. I should have listened to you all year very long, but I just can't help myself when it comes to this team.
You cannot.
This isn't America's team for me. This is America's tease, led by Captain Tease, Rain Dakota Prescott, and we should respell his first name R-A-I-N because he rains on my parade again and again and again.
In the biggest of moments.
I ain't gonna care. Skill spitting.
I told you Friday, my first 34 years as a Cowboy fan, they played in 49 playoff games, which was 18 more than any other team over those 34 years.
Yes.
8 Super Bowls and 5 Lombardis, and I can go on and on and on. I was spoiled rotten, and I keep reaching back to the glorious past, and I stick my hand in there.
See, that's what's wrong with Cowboy fans, man. That's why I say Cowboy fans are the most delusional fan base in sports. Y'all living decades in the past. Nothing great has happened for their franchise. Nothing. Zero. Nothing.
There, and it gets bitten off.
Yeah.
Every time I reach back for it, it gets bitten off.
Chop it off.
It has now been 28 years since we even got to an NFC Championship game. That's 28 years and counting, because I don't see us getting there next year. We're going to talk about that in a few minutes. In those last 27 years, we are now 5-12 in the postseason. That is the worst playoff winning percentage of any team in the whole NFL, and it only got worse yesterday. I did want this game worse than any I've ever wanted in my Cowboy-loving life, because I told you all year they kept flashing their firepower, but then I should have listened to you, because what happened at the end, they took their foot off the gas, and all of a sudden, Tennessee happened, and then Washington happened, that debacle that ended the year.
Yeah.
And it's just, they were screaming at you, no, 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 no. And I said, yes. And then they go to Tampa, and they take advantage of a defense that was average at best all year, and it can't rush the passer.
No.
And Dak stood back there and threw the biggest party in a place that he loves to play, because the last time he played down there, he threw for 403 yards.
Skip talking that talk, bro. But look, this the thing with the Cowboys. It don't matter how good it look in one moment. All that go out the window when them playoffs start. It all go out the window. It's like they forget. It's like they get amnesia on how to play football, on how to not turn the ball over, on how not to screw up the game. It all go out the window, man. I'm telling you, Skip spitting. But what can go wrong will go wrong. Hey, it's the truth with the Cowboys, man. It's no joke.
In that game at Brady against the GOAT, he had a QBR of 97 just last Monday night. That's on a scale of 0 to 100. 97 QBR turned in yesterday to
37?
What's that?
What was it, 37? Lower than that?
Terrible. No, it was like a 52, but I thought it
I
was
don't know how you got-
overgraded. But
Yeah.
Ain't no way.
mine, that for me personally, the 97.
12 points, 52 QBR. Ain't no way you was gonna win that game, dog. They couldn't even get two touchdowns, dog. Crazy.
Turned into my all-time favorite one-hit wonder from the 60s called 96 Tears. So it went from 97 QBR to 96 Tears, a song by Question Mark and the Mysterians. That's who my team is. It's Question Mark and the Mysterians, because the question mark is Rain Dakota Prescott.
Ain't no question mark. Skip, you got 7-year sample size.
Just when I thought he had turned the corner, he took me right down a dead-end street. Am I right?
He took you down memory lane.
Oh,
Okay,
for real?
well, it wasn't memory. And yet I told you before the year, I should have listened to myself. I said, my team, this team will go as far as Micah and the Marauders take this team.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie now. Cowboys defense, man, I gotta shout y'all out. Y'all held strong all year with this whack offense, bro. Y'all deserve more credit than y'all get, bro. Michael Parsons, Vander Esch, Diggs. Even Diggs played better this year. Although his production was down, he was covering better. You know what I'm saying? He didn't get the picks he got last year. They was trying him last year. This how I see it. If somebody throw the ball at you 100 times and you were better than decent corner in the NFL, you gonna get a lot of picks. They was picking on him last year. This year, he shut all that down. They wasn't even picking on him. So he didn't get the production, but he played a lot better. Anyway, Cowboys defense played wonderful this year. I got to give y'all credit where it's due. Michael Parsons, Trayvon Diggs, the rest of y'all boys, shout out to y'all, man. Y'all offense let y'all down 100%.
Not tell you
said
that. And the truth was, it took them pretty far yesterday, because my defense gave us a chance yesterday.
Yeah.
Were we not kept in the game by my defense?
You were, but what
Nah,
did I
for
tell
real.
you, Skip? Even an outstanding defense can't overcome bad quarterback
It
play.
cannot. So I predicted that we would hold them to 20 points, and guess what? We held them to 19.
Yes.
Shouldn't that be good enough to win a game?
Yes.
A playoff game on the road
Yes.
against the vaunted 49ers
Yes.
with the last pick in the draft playing quarterback? Come on. I thought we could
gotta
score
win that
30 against
game,
them,
bro.
silly me. And we got a grand total of 12.
Yeah, I know you
We
want to
got
get to 30.
12. We got 12. I reached back into the past for 30 to 20, which was the breakthrough score of the 1992 NFC Championship game
Yes.
that vaulted us into the Super Bowl and over the Buffalo Bills. Okay, so we had so many opportunities. We had so many failures to launch, and it was just so typically extremely Cowboys.
If you let him go, what you gonna do with Zeke? You gonna bring Zeke?
I think we saw the end of Zeke, plow horse Zeke yesterday, because what do you get?
Told you his best days is behind him, bro. Zeke production have been down. He look out of shape. He don't look like he want to be there. He look disinterested. He just looked like a shell of himself, dog. He do not look like Ohio State Zeke, rookie year Cowboy Zeke. Rookie year Cowboy Zeke was just 6 seasons ago. Now, I know running backs don't last long, but running backs like him, who are somewhat generational, they should be able to hold up 6, 7 years. It's just not looking like that for Zeke, man. His production has gone way down. No 1,000-yard season since, what, 2019, 2020 maybe? And that was barely a 1,000-yard season, like I said earlier. So, yeah, man, time to cut Zeke too, man.
Get 2.6 a try.
10 for 26.
Okay, it's just not good enough.
Yeah.
It's going to be a close game. You can't do that.
Yep.
Okay, now here we go in the third quarter, and we finally get a turnover, but it wasn't our defense which led the league in turnovers. It was our special teams.
Yes.
And guess who? Boss man Fat
Yep.
finally made a play. Kelvin Joseph, way to go, young man. You finally did something right.
Unbelievable.
And he can move. And
He was unbelievable again yesterday.
He was unbelievable. He's all pro. He's first team all pro. It's for a reason. For a reason. Okay, I got that. Okay, so then they get the deep throw to Kittle, and it was the play of the game, and he juggles it and makes the catch. And the kid made a nice throw because he rolls way to his left, and they said it wasn't even, it's like the fourth read in the progression. He throws it over the middle, and Kittle bobbles it and finally catches it. But now we get to
Fourth
another
read, that man had all day to throw that ball.
play. On the same drive, they're about to go in for the takeover touchdown, okay? It's still 9-9 going toward the fourth quarter. It hits him, Shannon, right in the hands. Well, I know it came fast. I know it's a think fast.
He wasn't expecting it.
Okay, I got it. But if you hold on,
Yeah.
if you can just snatch it and grab it
Yeah.
and cling to it, you
take
take
points off the
away,
board.
you take their points away because they're about to, Christian McCaffrey's about to go in for the touchdown that gives them a 16-9 lead. Okay, so now I got one more shot. Who's left on the field for me as a game breaker? We're somewhat CD, but Lil Turpin, the USFL MVP, is he not a game breaker? Did he not show you? Did he not flash for you all year and yesterday? Like, how can Turpin not? You know, you got to turpentine him.
The thing is, Skip, is that we never, and I played 3 years
Bruh,
on
Skip.
this. I blocked the kicker.
No.
Because you like to think my returner is a better athlete than the
I
kicker.
know.
So we're going to count for
You
everybody
gotta turpentine
else,
him.
You one-on-one because you're the runner, you're the blocker for the
Okay,
kicker,
okay.
which means you got to juke him.
Okay, if he escapes and is gone and he can outrun all the rest of them,
Yeah.
well, it's 16-16.
Right.
Unless you go for two right at that point. I don't know.
I don't think you go
Okay.
for two in that
All
situation.
right.
I think you go trust
but
Maher.
Brett Maher, I told you going into the game, I didn't trust him on extra points, but he hadn't missed a field goal. And so yesterday, he felt comfort. You could see he had no demons on the field goal because he hit him right down the middle.
Right.
Okay, so that's a huge play. And if you throw it up for him, if you
He ain't had no choice but to have no demons, because that man finna be out of a job if he don't get them demons off of him. He better have made them joints line drive in the middle. He was gonna be out of a job. He better shake them demons.
lay it out where he can run to it, he might still be running. Seriously.
But at least you get a completion. You didn't even give him a completion. You didn't even get a completion.
Okay.
So let's just say, for the sake of argument, Skip, he catches the ball. The safety's coming into play. The safety tackles it. Okay, you give you that. But you look where you are in reference to where you ended up being.
Man,
Every dream.
boy, Skip and Shannon long-winded. Well, Skip long-winded, boy. If I was Shannon, I don't know if I could sit there and listen to Skip for, I don't know how long Undisputed be, like 2-3 hours. I don't know if I could do that, bro. That's a lot. That's a whole lot. But yeah, man, Cowboys are a disappointing team, man. Every year, it never fails. It's never gonna be right until they clean house and they bring in some heavy hitters. It's never gonna be right.
So I just showed you how Dak gave them 3 points to start on the first interception. He cost the team 3 or 7 points on the second interception. So start adding up these points, if you will. Then he missed CD down the middle. That could have been 3 or 7 points. Then he misses Gallup late. That could have been 3 or 7 points. These are throws where if you just make one of them, maybe we're having a different conversation here.
So.
Okay? And then Diggs
Hey,
drops.
let me ask y'all a question. Do y'all think CD is a X? Do y'all think he's a wide receiver 1? Or is he a wide receiver 2? What y'all think? I got my own opinion about it, and I think CD, although he is great, I just don't think he's an X. Am I tripping? Y'all let me know if I'm tripping. Is CD an X? Y'all let me know in the comments.
The ball, and it gave them 7 points. It could have eliminated 7. And I had so many chances where I'm just on the edge of my chair. I just need one. I just need one play because in general, my defense did get tired at the end because they gave up a 91-yard drive and then they gave up a 64-yard field goal drive. But you can't blame them for getting tired because it's an onslaught. Kyle's offense is just loaded with weapons everywhere. And when I look at what we held them to, isn't it pretty good that we held McCaffrey to 10 rushes for 35 yards? Isn't it pretty good that we held McCaffrey to 6 catches for 22 yards? I mean, that'll win the football game, right? How about Debo? Did he kill us like he did in the playoff game a year ago? No, he rushed 4 times.
Debo didn't even play that good yesterday.
For 11 yards. Debo caught 4 balls for 45 yards, and they didn't hurt. It's enough where the defense just stood strong and stood tall. I needed Micah to make a play. They didn't take the ball away one time except for the special teams. Micah had no sacks and 1 hit on the quarterback. And that's
he didn't play great yesterday neither.
Probably not enough. I needed him to disrupt, but he's going up against the best left tackle in football.
Yes, sir. Trent Williams, best left tackle in football. Don't argue it. Don't argue it. The man is the best. Nobody better. I just wish he had a better quarterback that he could block for.
Well, Skip, I think the thing for you guys is that you're a hope team. You hope Dak plays well. You hope he doesn't turn the football over. And you hope
that's exactly right, Shannon.
On his head. And I don't know if that's a consistent way to win football games, let alone play championship brand of football.
Yes, sir.
Can't hope. Skip, I don't think Cincinnati goes into the game saying, I hope Joe Burrow plays well. Kansas City doesn't go into a game and says, man, I hope
they are going to play well.
They just know they are. You go into every game saying, man, I hope Dak plays well, and I hope he doesn't turn the ball over. And what did he do? He did something what he had done for 2 months, didn't do it for 1 game, and then everybody said, well, that's who Dak is. He doesn't turn the ball over. So are we just going to disregard the 2 months in which he had a turnover in every single game?
Gotta show consistency throughout, not just spots. Gotta be consistent throughout. Dak Prescott has never been consistent throughout.
You were correct. I was dead wrong. Last point. Dak Prescott is better than Cooper Rush. But I got to tell you, Cooper Rush would have won that game.
Yo! I forgot about Cooper Rush. They should have kept bro in. I'm not going to lie. You gotta ride you gotta ride it while it's hot, man. You gotta ride, you know what I'm saying? You gotta ride the wave while it's high, man. You got to. Cooper Rush should have been the starting quarterback when Dak came back from the injury. I don't know how I forgot about Cooper Rush. Like, it was like he came and went, but I think Cooper Rush should have stayed playing.
Because Cooper Rush is exactly what I needed yesterday. I needed a quarterback who could handle the offense and make just a couple of big throws at the perfect time.
Manage the game.
Clutched up against Cincinnati and up at the Giants on Monday Night Football. I just
manage
needed a
the game.
Throws. He has a little
don't make mistakes.
Better command to efficiently and consistently run the offense than Dak. I'm not saying he's better because Dak will go on flashes during the year where you say, oh, that's a top 2 or 3 offense, right?
Yeah.
And he's a edge of the top 10 quarterback. Well, I can't make that case on Cooper Rush, but you watch. Somebody's going to pay Cooper Rush and make him their starting quarterback. He will not be a Dallas Cowboy, and unfortunately going forward, Dak Prescott will be.
Wow.
Thanks for watching.
Hey, man. How y'all feel about that, man? How y'all feel about the Cowboys? How y'all feel about Dak Prescott? How y'all feel about Zeke? How y'all feel about the Cowboys moving forward, man? I don't really see nothing changing. I really don't. But anyway, look, like I said, if y'all like this video, make sure y'all leave a like, comment, share the video, and subscribe. As always, man, the support is greatly appreciated. Until next time, I-9ine5ive Ace. Gone.